Listen up, District 4 Supervisor Lynn Compton, San Luis Obispo County. I'm going to show you how to lead us out of this frickin' disaster. Now, I know you don't have much leadership skills. I have military leadership skills, so I'm going to explain to you what structural racism is. And I'm going to explain to you what it is as a leader to construct, okay? Since it's structural, you need to know about building, okay? I know you're good at attacking people. You've attacked me many times. I'm not attacking you. I'm actually throwing you a softball. So my concern, my biggest concern is this right here, this lunatic. And we all know she is a lunatic. What she did was, instead of going to adult African Americans that know how to express themselves responsibly, she went to young college students, which are still developing and maturing their minds. They do have things that they should be critical about, but I don't think they know how to do it logically. I don't think they know. And she took advantage of another woman. She took advantage of this Arata person. This person here, Mayor Heidi Harmon, created this situation where these people walked on a freeway. She's using foul language. She encouraged all this type of behavior. And what happened in the end? Guess who suffered? District Attorney Dan Dow. Now he's suffering because he doesn't have any black friends. I'm sure that ain't his black friend. Dan Dow has no black friends to be found, but he's not, I call him a covert racist. And the reason why I do is because, and we'll get to that in a second, because he's not a leader either. And so he gets into this position. He may be an officer in the military, but he doesn't know how to construct things either because he was never a constructor. Okay, he's not a creator. He doesn't have that creative mind. So I'm creating a structure for you to avoid this type of behavior. People abusing women. We have a problem with women and minorities, people that are the most vulnerable people here. And a person like you, with a Facebook page like you, okay, let's go to your main Facebook page, okay? That's you right there. You got a picture of yourself, but nobody else, okay? So what happens here is everything that you post is COVID related. There is nothing that you have posted. I've seen your news feed. Let's go to your news feed here, okay? Let's go to your home. Let's go to your news feed. Everything is COVID related. And right now, everybody's talking about Black Lives Matter as well. And you've done very little to create a structure. You here, okay, have not created a structure for a reasonable communication with you or others, okay? And since people feel like they're not being heard, I think it would be on your best interest to construct a panel of responsible African Americans, adults that know how to communicate respectfully, responsibly. They won't lead protest and threaten to come to people's homes. When people are being heard, they won't threaten to go to Dan Dow's home. They won't threaten to go to Sheriff Ian Parkinson's home. They won't threaten to go to your home. But you are the senior leader in this county. You have to create a structure. And my suggestion to you is to create a panel. Create a panel of African Americans and females, because females, let's go down the list. And you, as a female, should be supporting females too. I'm going to get you reelected. If you follow this method here of creating a structure for people to legitimately communicate respectfully with the upper management of this corporation called San Luis Obispo County, you won't have stuff like this. And you can get people out this here that are creating riots in our community. Mayor Heidi Harmon, this liberal nut, she took advantage of a young woman and a young man and trans people. She takes advantage of them, and these people get injured. This woman now has a lawsuit. She actually is going to be prosecuted because this lady took advantage of her. And look, she gets away scot-free. That's why she's smiling. I know exactly what I'm going to do to her. I'm going to sacrifice her, and I'm going to get my political way. And she's sacrificing women for her political gain, young college black women. She's the opposite okay? And people don't know that they're being used. This young girl has no clue of what Heidi Harmon's doing to her. You do. You do. I know you're on to her. So form a panel, a legitimate panel where people can have discussions. And I suggest you do it in private first, get some talking points, and then, hell, you can go to KSBY. You can go to your biggest critics over there at the Slow Tribune, which they are corrupted too. Show them that you can lead. Form a panel. And guess what? You should also let Sheriff Ian Parkinson, with no black friends, he is promoting black people, okay? Look, I know, I've seen this guy. He's promoting this guy. He wants to promote diversity in his department, but he's doing a poor job. He had the opportunity too. Sheriff Ian Parkinson, this man, had the opportunity to step up to the plate and form his own Black Lives Matter panel. And so did his buddy in the background there that thinks there he is. He thinks he's CIA intelligence. That's Dan Dow. Okay, this man here, District Attorney Dan Dow. You would make their job so much easier because this type of thing wouldn't happen. Okay? And this type of thing where let's see here, this sort of thing with another woman manipulating other people, you do realize that this woman here, Karen Ray, another person that's your opponent, a Democrat, manipulated this lady here, Lee Rigo Hensley, into not running for office because she said it would cost their community $28,000 if another woman ran for office. They could save it because she's not serious. She stopped another woman from running for office. That's why I say you have both minority and female, because females are being victimized by other females. This female's victimizing other females and minorities. This man is obviously he took advantage of Nicole Nix. He's in a position of power. He's abusing females. Adam Hill, Supervisor Adam Hill, and then you also have. Who else? There, his buddy, Bruce Gibson, his cohort, Bruce Gibson. Okay, all his sexual affairs, okay? I mean, come on. Let's get his picture up. No, that's not Bruce Gibson. That's Adam Hill. But you know who Bruce Gibson, there's James McKernan. He's a good-looking guy. You probably know him. Anyway, I like her. I like Stacy. Anyhow, there we go. Bruce Gibson's sexual affair. It's all over. Okay, so all these people that are abusing women, are you listening to me? You'll get reelected. Form a panel. Form a structure. So there is no more structural. And there's another issue too here. There's ADA, a lot of ADA things. I know you don't have the money to get to them, but at least people are being heard. And do you realize if you form a panel, all these people will do the work for you? They're so excited they're being heard. They'll go out and write grants. I'm being supported by my supervisor because there's a panel and I'm on the panel. And now I can do all this busy work for my county board of supervisor, this white lady that's actually listening to minorities, disabled people, and women. Do you understand? You could actually turn this place around by just healing the female spirit here. It's so corrupted. So this is what's going on. You have females like this here, Mayor Heidi Harmon, abusing and manipulating young African-American men and women. They don't know any better, and they get thrown in jail. And she's just smiling, grinning there. Look at her. I got $180,000 from the taxpayers, okay, to pay my my police officers overtime. And the thing is that the other person that's abusing is the police chief over there. She's abusing Chief Cantrell. She's another abuser. So you see, this is who we're dealing with, these lunatics. Okay, this woman has lost her mind. She's bringing violent protests to our county. And people have a right to protest. I know I have people using chalk and having peaceful protests like they've been having before. But this protest was because of her, and she's not taking responsibility, and she becomes victimized because of her immaturity, okay, and her lack of understanding of the law and the world and how other people would react to the words coming out of her mouth. She's responsible. I don't understand why Dan Dow isn't prosecuting her for eliciting these riots, okay? So, that's the way it is. So if you want to form a panel and a structure for us to respectfully communicate with another person from the county, a senior official, that would help you out. Then you can change the narrative and you can take over this type of just unbridled, crazy, crazy, crazy writing that this could turn into, because you're the leader and you have to take responsibility. You're the senior leader of this county and you can't get out of taking responsibility for something like that. You have to form a panel. You have to let Dan Dow and Sheriff Ian Parkinson bring in people to put on that panel, because they're a law enforcement. And I think you should have a realistic panel. Then you can overtake this narrative of, we're going to riot. We don't have any real issues and we don't have any real specific protest issues. I can understand if somebody wants to protest a specific issue, but these kids are being led around the nose. They're going to a very expensive college. I mean, we live in paradise, and these kids have issues. I know they do, but not as big as the other ones that we're addressing now. The existential problems of Mayor Heidi Harmon creating a riotous situation and creating disharmony in our community of San Luis Obispo County. People like that need to be recognized for abusing their authority. Go infantry or go home.